Okay, what's up everyone? DSP is back, and I am about to talk about the Astro A40 gaming headphones. Now these are pretty interesting for a number of reasons, okay? What we're going to do again, I'm going to show you the packaging, and then we're going to actually look at the headphones themselves, alright? So, to get this guy open, you actually have to slide the box, which is kind of unique, alright? And then when you open it, you go one to the left, and that's where your headphones sit, okay? And then one to the right, and this is where all your accessories go, in these pockets here, okay? See this? It pops open, it's magnetic, and this is actually where all the accessories go, okay? So, excuse me. What we're looking at right now is actually an extension cable, I believe, for these headphones. Actually, there's two different things you get here. This is an extension cable, okay, and or a cable if you want to use it to plug it into an auxiliary audio source. This is the cable that you use if you want to use this headphones with your PC and you want to use the audio jacks on your PC for voice chat and such, okay, instead of optical audio, okay? So you can basically use these headphones for chat and everything and audio on your PC in two different methods. You can either just do audio by using USB and optical audio, or you can use this, and in this way you'll get voice chat as well, okay? So it does give you that option. So I just wanted to show you that accessory before we actually show you the headphones. Now, these headphones, I have to say, are extremely light and extremely cozy, okay? Let's close this up. Here's the packaging there. Here they are, alright? And I've unplugged all the cords to show you exactly what they look like. Okay? For one thing, the cushioning. Take a look at this. It's actually felt. It's felt cushioning. So on your ear, it actually feels very comfortable compared to some of the other headphones that I've purchased. Unlike some of the other headphones I've purchased, they also are extremely tight on your head. They actually feel kind of looser on your head, and they don't weigh a lot at all. They're not even a pound in weight. So in that regard, that's a massive plus. You can actually buy new side plates for these if you want. You can buy pre-designed ones, or there's actually the ability on the website to design your own. You put in your own pictures and you can have them printed out, and of course that's an additional fee, but that's really neat, okay? However, the one thing I want to warn about, there is a felt cushion up here as well. I don't know if you could see it, but the one thing I want to warn about is that because they are light, I've actually got lots of warnings from people who own these and said, be very careful about the top. See how thin it is, and it's made of plastic, and it's almost a little bit flimsy? People said that they've been too rough with these Astro headphones and accidentally snapped the top, which effectively destroys them. Alright? So that's a massive problem with the Astro A40s, is they are delicate and you have to be gentle with them. Okay? So, what does it come with? First of all, unfortunately, this carrying case that you're seeing does not come with it, but it is available for purchase on the Astro website for a separate charge. I think it's like 30 bucks, okay? This is your audio control unit with the Astro A40. Now, if you already watched my video of the Earforce XP7 from Turtle Beach, you're going to say right off the bat, this looks way different, and it looks like there's actually less options, to which I am going to tell you, you are 100% correct. This has way less adjustment options than the Earforce XP7 does. In fact, all you really can do is basic volume. You could adjust either your game volume or voice volume on the fly by using this dial, and you can actually have one be higher than the other by turning the dial. There are 4 audio presets on this guy set to this button, and when you hit them, it cycles through the 4. I found that one of them in particular is better than the others, okay? However, it stinks that there's only 4. I think there should be more than that, alright? And this obviously disables or enables your surround sound. That's why there's a Dolby Digital symbol on there, okay? Now, for inputs, you got your optical input, and that's right, this takes optical audio from any source, from the Xbox 360, from the PS3, and yes, from your PC. If you want to use this headset with a PC, you need to use optical audio out. So unlike the Air Force XP7, you need an optical connection to have these work. Okay? The weird thing about it, though, is you're looking at this, you might say, well, that kind of looks like a stereo jack. The answer is, that is a stereo jack. You can actually use a standard stereo cable. So if you have something else that you want to plug this into, like I said, an iPod or a MP3 player of any sort, an iPhone, you can use a standard cable. However, it actually comes with this optical cable, which has the weirdest end of any optical cable I've ever seen, because as I'm going to show you, if I can find it, I'm looking for the end of it. I guess I can't really show you because it's one of these and I'm not sure which one it is. Oh, you know what? It's this one. This is the end of the optical cable. So it's an optical cable that converts to the other kind of connector. It's a very weird cable, okay? So this will work with both kinds of input, stereo and optical, but if you use the optical, you have to be using the cable that comes with this unit. There's no other standard optical input here, okay? There's a secondary input for an MP3 player, so you can actually have two devices hooked up to this at once. Stream, what this is to daisy chain multiple units together. So let's say there was a team of guys who wanted to do voice chat with each other during a tournament. You could buy 4 of these and daisy chain them together, and it will actually stream their chat between the units. So that is an added plus of this unit. If you're a tournament player and you're an MLG pro with Call of Duty or whatever, you can actually buy multiples of these and daisy chain them together and have a completely isolated voice chat network. Alright? I'm never going to use it, but obviously that's a feature I want to mention. USB, this is where you plug in your USB cord, and it plugs into your Xbox or your PC or your PS3. Actually, I take this back. This is the daisy chain port. This stream port is if you want to have an additional headset connected to this box. So you can actually have your headphones connected here, and then another set of headphones connected there, and you're both hearing the same audio. And this is great for co-op like I do with John Rambo. That's how you both get audio out of this unit, okay? This is the jack for your gamepad for Xbox 360 to get voice chat to go into the 360, and there's your other daisy chain port, because remember, you're going to have one for input and one for output, okay? So that's the audio box. The microphone is a little different than the one, as you see, from some of the other guys. It is a bendy kind of rubberized kind of microphone, alright? And it plugs right here into the side of your headset. Boom. And you actually do get on your, this is your actual audio cord that comes out of this box and goes to the headset. It does have a auto mute feature for voice chat. So let's say you're chatting, but now you're going to be doing something for 5 minutes. You don't want people to hear what you're doing. You just enable this like this, and it mutes your voice chat, and then you can turn it back. Okay. So the pros and the cons of the Astro A40. First of all, it's the cheapest of all the headsets that I'm going to review. I believe I got it for $200. Okay. So compared to the price points of the other 2 headsets that I'm going to review, it's actually the cheapest, alright? That's a massive pro, okay? The fact that it does have the ability to daisy chain other units of this in a tournament setting is something completely unique to the Astro A40. None of the other headphones that I've purchased can do that and have their own kind of internal network of chat for tournaments, okay? The cons. Well, number 1 con is that it doesn't use the standard optical cable. It uses this weird one, so if you lose this cable, basically your headset is worthless. You can't use this again if you lose this optical cable. You can't just go buy a replacement because it's a special made cable, alright? That's number 1. Number 2, people have said, like I said, it is flimsy. You have to be very careful with these and delicate. You don't want to accidentally bend them too much and snap them, okay? Number 3, you do have to use an optical connection if you want to get surround sound out of your PC. You can't just plug it in via USB and have them work functionally properly, okay? So that's a detriment. However, I do want to say you do not need any additional power adapter. This runs power off of USB only, okay, that's a plus. And these are the most comfortable headphones of the ones that I've purchased. They're very comfy on your head because it's made of felt, okay? And they're very lightweight, which I like. Okay, so that's the Astro A40s. Now, I've already talked about the Air Force XP7s. Now I'm going to actually also do one final headset. It's coming up. So definitely, if you've seen the first 2 videos, check out the third, and then I'm going to do a comparison video. So stick around.